Mmm. We found some acres. We're probably gonna need at least. We're probably gonna need at least 7 acres. Our minimum. Our minimum is about 7 acres to build about probably a minimum of 6 stories. But we found something greater. We found 27.44 acres in Calabasas and 81.11 acres around Pearl Blossom up the mountain. This is at, let's see. This is at oh yeah, they're jealous because they're not fighters. They're scared. They hide behind witchcraft. They rather target boys and girls. I told you they're sissies. I told you flappers are sissies. I punked a bunch of them already. I grew up here. I already know. They used to come by my house cussing. They went in front of my house cussing and stuff like that. The F word Adam since I was in elementary school. I went out, there's 3 of them. I went outside and slammed, I had to slam somebody 3 times. So I already know how to shut them up. But now they got the beast, mark of the beast, so they're hiding behind globalization. It's not gangs, it's global. It's a global agenda. Meaning they're antichrist. They don't like Jesus Christ. They don't like the cross, the Bible. They don't really like Christians. They want to get rid of all the Christians in the world. And if you've seen the movies, then the Christian movies, then you know that they want to get rid of all the Christians in the whole earth. That's why Christians are so scared. And even the Christian churches are worshiping the Japanese piggy. And whatever yellow stands for. Putin, pork chop. It could stand for Trump's hair even. You know. In all honesty. The churches are worshiping the Antichrist by force. Because they're torturing Christians. And making up excuses. They're making up excuses why to torture Americans. Let's see. Where is that land at? So this video, we're actually looking at lands, and this is a nice fresh lands. So a place like shoot. Obviously, this is more than enough, but the possibilities of this is there's a lot of possibilities to not just be one project, but many projects within one big project. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, many people know already. Of course, they built. There's people already that have built communities. They're still building. Let me see. Some of the new communities they built. Porter Ranch that we looked at. When you look at, obviously developers, obviously they know what they're doing, and obviously, something like that, what we're looking at is going to take, it's going to be taking, it needs help from county, state, and the whole, it's going to need lots of help to install roads and all the systems of electricity and water and sewage. It's, because it looks like it's a fresh land. I don't think there's any of that there. And let's see, Simi Valley. So if you look at, let me zoom in. New constructions, Deer Grass Court, Porter Ranch, California. 3,880 feet, 5 beds, 6 bathrooms, 2.199 million. And built in 2022. So these are new developments. These are new projects that they completed, and it's probably gated. Let me see, HOA 378, guard gated community of Hillcrest. So as you can see, somebody did a great job at that. It looks like 3+ years in business. Hillcrest Porter Ranch. Then there's Westcliff, and there's Hillcrest, and there's let's see, looks beautiful. They did a great job. So how many acres is this? Let me see. Hillcrest. 50 acres. So, wow. You see, this is 50 acres. And for those thinking you're going to be I really don't understand what you're trying to do, other than the CIA. These piggles keep these CIA piggles, fire department, police department, or do me a favor, go away, shut up. You're not all powerful. You're not God. And whatever you do to Christians, you're going to go to hell for eternity. You're not going to beat us. So just get it in your brain and focus. Focus. All right. Get it in your brain. You're not going to beat us. So I was saying this is 50 acres. That's awesome, dude. That is so awesome, lovely, bro. This community here, Porter Ranch community, and There's more homes, more homes, more homes, and the cool thing is it's in the valley, so there's lots of places to go. Down the hill there's uh, all this. Down the hill there's this. Looks like, I don't know if that's a movie theater still open or. That's awesome. I'm gonna check that out. I don't think I've been to that one. And there's Island Burgers. There's an Ace Hardware. I think that used to be Toys R Us. That may have been Toys R Us. There's a Best Buy, Party City, Petco. There's a Walmart. I love it. Awesome. There's I think there was a Joann's right here. Or was it a Joann's? Was it? It used to be Joann. But I don't know if it's still there. And I think it closed down or something. Oh, there's a Burlington's now? Oh, dang. That's hot, dude. Dang. Burlington. I don't think I need Dodger jerseys there or something like that. Bath Body Works, CVS, Ralph's, Mediterranean Bistros. There's a Supercuts, all Baja Fresh. There's a and let's see, there's a bunch of stuff down here. Look at that, all down the hill. Look at all this. This is the valley down here. There's Northridge, Chatsworth, Northridge, Reseda, CSUN College, University. There's North Hills, and I don't know if that's still open. What is this? Devonshire, Balboa. What's this? Regency Theaters is still open. Hi to all my girlfriends. How are you? Good. Hopefully they're not torturing you guys. They got everyone worshiping the Antichrist because they're poking eyes out and cracking teeth. And the blame is really on guys, because the guys are supposed to be soldiers and not allow that in America. So if you're not doing anything in the United States and you're a guy, shame on you. If you're not in the fight, shame on you. You're going to go to hell for being a coward, and that's facts. If you're allowing torture of Americans and Christian Americans in the United States, and you're a guy and you're in power, shame on you. Because you're allowing Satanists and Antichrist to rule in a land that's free, and even in a government that claims freedom, but yet there's no freedom. And you want people to bow down to a false god, and it's illegal for the government to enforce religion. It's not legal. Okay, so it's not legal for for the government to enforce religion upon the people. So if you're a guy, for all the guys in the United States in power, and shame on you, because what's going on? You're allowed, for all the guys ruling, and for all the guys in the United States government, and you're ruling, and so you're allowing torture of Christians in America, and rape and torture of their kids until they bow down to the Antichrist. You're allowing that in the United States, and you're not putting a stop to it, and that's shame on you. So do something about it and make sure it stops. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be in office. You need to put someone else in office. Who's gonna stop the Antichrist in America? Got it. All right. So stop the Antichrist in America. Take it down off the internet, and you already know what it is. And yes, I understand the CIA and the military is controlling, but that's another part of the problem. You got to fix them now. You got to fix the military. You have to fix the CIA, the FBI. You got to fix the whole government. You gotta deprogram it and reprogram it in godliness, because you guys are on your way to hellfire forever. And I don't know if you really understand that there is a heaven and there is a hell. So you really need to focus. You really need to focus on your future. And don't play games, because it's very serious. And it's not a game. And don't pop the ears. If you can't come over here and be a man and say what you gotta say, or do what you say, do what you do to the Christians when they're sleeping. If you can't do that when they're awake, then obviously we know you're scared and you're a sissy, and you know you're going to not win. So you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. So just cut it out. So for all you, like I said, all you in power, all you men, you in the airplane, burn in hell. You and your family, curse you to hell and your mark of the beast. You in the helicopters, hell. Motorcycle gangs, every noise that interrupts God's godliness, burn in hell. We don't want you because you're a bunch of sissies. And yes, I know. Yes, I can hear all the sissy Satanists giggling and laughing. Oh yes, he's cursing America. I didn't say curse America. I said you in power, you're going to hell. The ones in power are going to hell, and their friends behind them are going to hell, because you're allowing torture of Christians in the United States, and that's illegal, and you can't enforce religion in the United States. So how can you enforce religion in the United States? Subliminally, secretly? Yeah, it's not a secret when everybody knows about it, is it? If everybody knows about it, is it a secret? No. You're just in denial. You think it's a secret, but it's not a secret because everybody knows about it. So now that we all know about it, now that everyone else already knew about it, in fact, I'm the last one to know about it. I didn't know they were raping and torturing people in America for the Freemasons. I didn't know they were raping and torturing and recruiting every little boy and girl in the United States. So America claiming to be a Christian nation. The United States of America claiming to be a Christian nation. You're raping and torturing your own people, and you want to point at Iran. You want to point at Iran. You want to point at other countries or cartels, and you're the one buying their drugs. You're the one buying their drugs and trafficking their drugs here in the United States, the CIA. You're a joke. There's such a thing as integrity, and you can't say nothing about nobody when you're the one doing it. You can't say nothing to nobody, and you're the one torturing Christians and making up excuses. You're going to burn in hell. We don't want your punk ass. You're a man and you're in power and you're allowing evil. You're going to burn in hell. So shut up. All those sad sissy goys in the United States are a bunch of sissies. And you know it's true. So that's the funny part. Let's see. That's the funny part. You know you're a sissy. You raped and tortured and programmed all the girls, and you sit there watching. You're a sissy, dude. You're beyond sissy. You're like a sore loser, like Lucifer. You're a sore loser like Lucifer. Like, since you're going to hell, you want everyone else to go to hell with the piggies. The piggies, the fire department, the police department, a bunch of sissies and miserable people. You want the whole world to go to hell with you? Just because your daddy and your mommy raised you like that? That's pathetic. That's pathetic. That you want the whole world to go to hell with you. And you wanna what are you a warrior of then? If you're